Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome again to another vlog. So today we are here with you with our beautiful auntie again.
Amen.
And we shall be taking you through the questions that I took her through when she came. Like, you know very well when you're having a new person in the house and you have to know if there are certain conditions that she really need to meet. If you guys don't click, then you may not be on the same page. So guys, without taking much time, let her also say something. Until you're gonna say something before we get into the questions. I'll be asking her the same questions I asked her when she came, and she'll be answering. Okay, at least we will not go beyond 10 questions. So auntie, what do you have to say today? You can even just tell us your name and then you tell our fans karibuni. Yeah.
Okay. Jina ni Agripina na nimefurahi vile nilisema jana, tuko pamoja. Tunataka kuendelea hii kitu. Tuendelee hii kitu.
Auntie loves saying tuendelee na hii kitu. Like, let's keep doing this thing.
Tunawaomba wenye wanaona, wenye wanatusikia, wenye wanatufeel, wanaweza tu.
Amen. Okay guys, auntie says her name is Agripina. So to remind you again, and she's so happy, she's so excited, at the same time she's nervous, so you just have to understand her. Probably once we do like 2-3 videos, she'll be okay. So anyway guys, we are going straight to our questions. So my question number 1 when she came was, how old are you?
I'm 49.
Wow, she's 49 years old and I'm 30 years old, so you can imagine that age difference, and we really love her. She's such a kind person. Yeah, so I'm so happy and glad about that. And my second question to her was, what kind of a home did you grow up in? Like, uli grow up kwa familia inakaaje?
Sawa, familia yangu ilikuwa familia mzuri sababu nimelindwa, nimefika mahali niko, so ilikuwa tu mzuri. In case vitu hutokea tofauti, lakini tunaona kama tunaendelea.
So auntie, I remember asking, do you have parents?
Okay.
Auntie saying that she comes from a good family, and above all, a family can never be perfect, guys, as you all know. So maybe there was some 1, 2, 3 that were ups and downs. Let me call them up. There were ups and downs, which is very normal to any family. So another question was, does she have parents? Do you have siblings? Auntie, uko na wazazi, uko na my brothers na sisters?
Yeah, niko na parents, but kwa sahi walishakufa. Nimebaki, tulizaliwa tu. Sasa vile tulizaliwa wawili, kijana na mimi. Kijana ndio first born na mimi.
Oh.
So mamangu alienda akatuacha. Yeah, sasa inabidi sasa tujitegemee kutoka hapo na baba yangu. Tukasonga kidogo, tukakuwa werevu sasa wenyewe tunaendelea kujia mtu tukiendanga.
Wow. So wazazi wako walikufa ukiwa how old?
Yo baba first born kijana yetu ndiye alikufa. Kama mimi nilikuwa tu mkubwa hivi. Sasa na lafu father akafata to 10. Then mommy was the last.
Okay. So apparently guys, the parents passed on when at least she was grown. So at least she was left in a better place. Yeah. So to my other question to her, and definitely this one I had to ask, because for me, I like staying with someone who already has, I know maybe has a family, has kids, because you have to deal with my kids. So I believe someone who has had a family must be a responsible person. So yeah, auntie, I want you to answer the way you answered me, like, are you married?
Ndio, nimeoleka, niko na watoto 6 na tunaishi nao.
Okay. So auntie, like, she's saying she's married with 6 kids and they stay together. But someone else would ask, why are you doing this kind of, why did you come to be a nanny when you have other kids who also need you?
Saa hiyo ni swali mzuri kwa sababu ya kutafuta. Sababu watoto niko nao. Sasa watoto wanahitaji chakula. Wanahitaji malezi. Inabidi nijitoe.
And how about the dad? Kwa sababu auntie, as much as unafaa utafute, also the dad is here around, the father to your kids is here around. Why are you the one to go out to look for food?
Okay, sasa nilitoka sababu maisha ni ngumu. Hata ukitegemea unategemea njia moja, saa nyingine huwezi pata. Na sasa tunasaidiana. Yeye akitoa kidogo, mimi natoa kidogo. Lakini huwa tunaishi pamoja.
Wow. Auntie is so very honest with her answers, guys, and that is why I really like her so much. Because at her age, you said 40? 49 years of age, you really don't need much more than taking care of your kids. So when she says that she has to look for something to fend for her kids, at the same time the dad also has to look for something to fend for her kids. I just have to applaud you.
Thank you.
Yes. So guys, I have to speak into English for our non-Swahili speakers, and I have to also translate to them, just the way I said in the introduction that auntie could be speaking Swahili and I'll be translating. So our next question was, do you have children? Yes, already she has said she has 6 children. 6 children. She's a strong woman, auntie. 6 children.
6 children.
Wow, that's so nice. So our next question, because number 7 was, what next of kin can I contact you? Like, I needed something, I needed security. She came in, we got to stay with her. So I have to know if there's someone that I can contact who knows her. Yeah. So, yes, auntie, I remember she gave me the number and I contacted a few referrals, which is very good. When you're having someone you're staying with, a helper, let me call it a helper, let me call it a house help, let me call it a domestic manager. You need to have trust in them. Before you even get that trust, you have to make some 1, 2, 3 referees to know if this person is also genuine to you. Yeah. So guys, and hey, I forgot. Number 1 thing that I always ask for is your ID. Yes, she has an ID. Before we get to referees, we had to. Is she mature? Yes, she's mature. She's not underage, so definitely she has an ID. But for me to be sure, I have to know that this ID, is it Kenyan? Is it from which country? Are you a kidnapper? Is it safe to be with you? So I have to ask for an ID. So my question, the other question to her was, have you worked before? Have you done this job before?
Yes. Nimefanya hata Kisumu nimefanya, Nairobi, niko Nairobi sahi. Sasa nimefanya. Kazi nimefanya.
Yeah, she's saying that amefanya kazi, like she has done this job before. But briefly, auntie, how was your other employer before you came to stay with us?
Other employer? Yeah, wako mwenye nilimfanyia miaka 2.
Okay.
Na hiyo miaka 2 ikabidi sasa anataka kutoka Kisumu aende inaitwaje iko? Inaitwa sijui wapi huko India tu. Sasa wakati alienda huko alikuwa anataka kwenda, ndio kazi tukakuwa tumestop kazi. Lakini tulikaa naye vizuri, alikuwa Muhindi.
Oh, okay.
Tulikaa naye vizuri. Yeah.
Wow, this is so nice, because now Auntie says that she used to work with Indians, but with us Africans, Indians know how to cook. So I believe Auntie's gonna be cooking for us very nice meals. Only that we fear pepper. Hatujui kama tatuwekea pilipili, lakini we have to. Auntie, one time I took some tea. I visited an Indian, and I was given a cup of tea. It was kind of chilly, so I was like, do they also put pepper inside tea, or were you eating that kind of food, or you used to have your own?
Hiyo food yenye tulikuwa tunakula, hizo vyakula zote aina zao zinakuanga tu pilipili, na pilipili tu unaweza shangaa mtoto mdogo hivi anakula. Siku moja huyo mama akatupigia story, akatuambia nimepitia maisha magumu tangu nikuwe hapa nianze kuishi na watoto wangu. Bwanangu alikosa kazi. Ilibidi mtoto wa miaka hata hajafikisha miaka karibu miaka 2 alikuwa anakula pilipili. Nikamuuliza mtoto alikuwa anakula aje pilipili. Akaniambia nilikuwa napika tu pilipili, anakaranga tu vizuri. Wallahi mtoto atakula mpaka akunywe maji na akuwa ameshiba. Nilishangaa.
Anyway, that is, maybe I might call it culture shock, because it was her first time working with an Indian family, and then she received some different way of living. So she says a kid was like, they fry that pepper. I know there's something like that, but I don't even know how it's called, because I've never done it in my house anyway. So guys, our next question would be, what level of education have you gone to? Like, ulifika class ngapi, ulisoma mpaka wapi? Yeah, your level of education.
Ndio, nilisoma kidogo kwa sababu nilikuwa na shida vidogo hivi. Sasa nikasoma kidogo kufikia class 7 hapo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ulifanya 8 wewe sio 844. Ile mlikuwa mnafika
class 7.
Oh, those days you guys were going up to class 7. Okay. So yeah, in Kenya we have oh my goodness. We just changed the curriculum. So we have CBC, but personally I went through 844. With her, she went through the other one before 844. So the other one before 844 was up to class 7. So that is where she ended her primary education. So, and also I was glad, sometimes when you're employing someone, you have to know their level of education, because at one point, this person will be here dealing with your kids. You need someone who can at least read. Maybe a kid is sick and you need some, she needs to take some medication, or rather, let me say the kid has fever. So how will she even know how to measure the fever if she was not learned? So at some point, I feel like it's always good to check on whether this person, the level of education. Like, even sometimes you are busy and she can go through with the kid to do her homework. So that is why I ask such kind of questions. Wow. So without going any further, our last question was about her health. It is good that anytime you're having a helper, a manager with you, you need to have someone who is healthy. Like, healthy, by saying healthy means you may be with her and she has some, what do I call it now? Ugonjwa wa kifua. Ulcers or anything, something like that. And you're with her, she's suffering, but you don't know. So for me, I always prefer that I know, such that in case of anything, I can always come in for you, or you don't have to die in my house when I can help, but you just stay with it. So Auntie, I asked you, do you have any health issues?
Ndio, sina ubaya vile. Niko sawa.
And it's so funny. The other time she told me that at time she gets affected with cold, which is normal.
Ika-
That kifua, I don't know. What that thing that affects someone when you are
Attack.
exposed to too much cold. I'm just
Fever.
forgetting, and probably you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, she told me at times she gets affected with too much cold, and we have to consider that. So guys, our questions ended there. I did not go further. I'm just trying to tell you that when you're employing someone, you need to be asking certain questions. You just don't invite someone into your house, they don't know how you do your things, and you expect perfection. So those are the little things we learned together, we shared together, so that I know some bit of her, she also knows some bit of me. And also we made it clear that if at all there is something that you need from me, you need to tell me. If you're not uncomfortable, you need to communicate with me. So that is how I do it, guys. So anyway, that was the end of our question. So Auntie, what would you have said as from the day that you came in and I bombarded you with all these questions? Nilikuuliza maswali, ulifeel aje vile nilikuuliza maswali?
Oh, yeah. Uliniuliza vile niliingia, uliniuliza jina, ukaniuliza vile na nimekuwa, lakini nikakwambia niko sawa na sikusikia ubaya kwa maswali yako. Nilisikia vizuri sababu hata mimi napenda nisikie mtu anakaa aje, huyo mtu anafeel namna gani, sababu kuna watu wengi huwa tunatembea ndani tunaona vituko zao. Mtu anaweza kukaribisha anakaa tuna vitu zake tofauti yenye huko unafikiria. Sasa ukifika hapo unastuka.
Yeah.
So sasa vile ulinikaribisha mimi niliona vizuri, nikasikia raha iko hapa. Kaona watu wako na furaha. Yes, nilifurahi.
Wow, guys, thank you so much. That is Auntie. She says when she came in, she was very comfortable. The fact that we received her when we were all happy. She had never experienced that from her other employers probably, and she really appreciates it. So guys, thank you so much. This is the end of our vlog. I really appreciate you. If you have anything I need to say, you can tell us.
Thank you guys.
So say bye.
Bye.
Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys. Bye.